I wanted to ask you, Senator Soto, if you win as Vice President, what is going to be your, what would you like to be known for that you would have contributed to the Philippine story?
Um, given the track record that I've had, and given the laws that I have principally authored and or principally sponsored, there is a special, shall I say, special place in my heart on the correct advocacy of fighting illegal drugs and drug abuse. If I am elected Vice President, hopefully Senator Ping Lacson will win as President. If that happens, I find no problem at all. If it does not happen, I will still be able to uplift and upgrade the office of the Vice President because I know what to do. Taking my advocacy in consideration. For example, the government right now has been tackling the problem of illegal drugs and the supply reduction program. Illegal drugs is completely different animal from drug abuse. There is another problem of drug abuse. It does not, it is indirectly connected, yes, but even if you remove all the pushers and destroy all the illegal drugs in the country, if there are drug abusers and there are drug dependents, there will always be somebody who will abuse a substance. Merong Novain, merong cap syrup, merong contact cement. So the real way to do this is a holistic approach, and you must pay heavy concentration on demand reduction. So demand reduction entails prevention and rehabilitation. Both are absent right now. If given the chance, I will be able to perhaps make a nationwide prevention program, a drug abuse resistance education program that will prevent the new 13 years old from being curious. Because if in grade 5, 6, and 7, we already infused the drug abuse resistance education program, then we will be solving perhaps half of the problem. And then the already addicted or the drug dependents, you must have a real balanced rehabilitation program, unlike what we have now. The DOH is supposed to handle it, but their hands are full with the pandemic, given the problems with the what do you call this, the procurement of patients and all that. The rehabilitation program should be profiled based on any drug dependent should be profiled first. We don't have it. Hindi lahat ng tao will be able to be rehabilitated by just a certain rehabilitation program. You must profile them first, whether let's say a therapeutic community program will fit him, or a faith-based program, or a multidisciplinary program, or a 12 Steps Minnesota model program, or perhaps eclectic if necessary. So out of the 58, I think, 58 rehabilitation centers in the Philippines, less than 25 are accredited by DOH. And even these accredited rehabilitation centers do not have the proper programs. So, given the chance, I think I will be able to do that as just merely with the clout of the office of the Vice President. I don't need any position. I will be able to do that.
That's good. So your approach would be a bit different from the President Duterte. In other words, it's not going to be a violent type of drug war. No, it's going to be more of the rehabilitation, the approach. No?
It will be complementary, but we can live without the EJKs. All right. Although in truth and in fact, no, the government after I think 5 years have had 200. Let me see, 218,665 drug operations. All right. And out of that, they had 315,635 arrested. Now, out of these arrests, only 6,215 are really victims of the arrests or the operations. So it's not true na yung mga kiniklaim din ng mga nagpapadala sa ICC ng mga informasyon na mga 60 o 20,000 daw ang namatay. Hindi totoo yun. Yung iba, murder lang talaga yun or robbery with homicide or things like that. So, the supply reduction strategy of government, as far as enforcement is concerned, let's see, there are four my primary concerns. For supply reduction strategy, you must have enforcement, and that's what they're doing, and prosecution. Prosecution, there is much to be desired right now. But then, the demand reduction strategy must be very strong. Prevention and rehabilitation. So, it has to be complementary without the EJKs. So continue with the supply reduction. But the day we make them stop buying is the day they will stop selling. I
That's
think
clear.
that's
But, Senator, do you think that the cause of this drug problem is because of our poverty problem that we are trying to really solve?
No, not exactly. That's
really.
what some of the drug pushers, yung mga pusher na mga nakatsinelas na napapatay, yun ang sinasabi nila kasi daw because of poverty and all that. If you don't mind, I capsulize this, the problem of illegal drugs in the country, and perhaps even the other parts of the world, into a acronym of PEACE, PEACE. P stands for peer pressure. And we all understand what peer pressure means. And it happens in the schools. It happens in the streets. It happens in the neighborhood. All right? That's one reason. That's why we have a drug abuse problem and illegal drugs. And then E stands for escape. When you hit illegal drug, some of them think, or most of them think, they can escape. They can escape reality. Yun ang isa sa mga sakit eh. And then A stands for availability. It is such a huge industry, illegal industry, that runs into the billions every year. Imagine, why will they not make it available? A shabu right now would cost, if my figures are correct, and you can check with the PDEA, approximately about 5,000 per gram lately. That is the going rate, 5,000 per gram. I think it's even a conservative estimate. 5,000 per gram. Out of the 1.6 million drug dependents in the Philippines today, 50% are into shabu. The methamphetamine hydrochloride, 50% is that. The rest, marijuana, about 45%, at saka maliit ang percentage ng mga designer drugs and cocaine and heroin. Pangmayaman eh. Ngayon, yung 50% na to na shabu, na regular drug dependents, kung tawagin natin, about 800,000 of them, regularly 2 grams a week. 2 grams a week. So sa 2 grams a week, 1 gram costing 6,800 na pala ngayon per gram. So sa 6,800 per gram, a regular drug dependent, 2 times a week, 2 grams lang a week, conservative yun. That's 13,600 a week. Times 54 weeks, times 800,000 drug dependents. It runs into the billions. That's how big the industry is. And do you know how much it costs to make a 1 kilo of methamphetamine hydrochloride just using precursor substances? Less than 10,000 pesos. Kaya stupido yung mga pusher eh. They're really stupid. Kumakagat sila rito sa mga drug lord na ang liit ng puhunan o ibenta sa kanila because of the issue on enforcement. Ang laki-laki ng halaga, ang laki-laki ng tubo nila loko eh. That's why they will make it available in your homes, in your offices, in your streets, in your schools. That's the reason why. It's availability. And then C, if PEAC stands for curiosity. That's what happens, and that's what we want to prevent for the new 13 years old. Curiosity has always killed the cat, and it happens to youth.
That's
To the
true. That's true.
Oh, and then finally, the last E. It stands for emptiness. You know, that is the easiest way to fall into illegal drugs. If you have emptiness in your heart, if you do not have God, if you do not have Jesus in your heart, if you do not, you're empty of love within your family, isa sa mga dahilan yun kung bakit. So, I capsulized it into peace, PEACE. And that's the reason why. It's not just the usual talk of some officials. I said, it's because of poverty. Palusot lang yun. There are many factors. That's why we must approach it in a holistic way.